Welcome to Right Guard NBA Fast Break.
LeBron, nobody near him.
They shot behind the back, down the lane.
How smooth is that?
Shaq snuffs out Al Thornton, puts it up. Oh, he puts it in.
Duncan with a flush for the win. Got it. Vince
If you're going to win, you might as well go win in style.
Good. Carmelo Anthony.
Welcome to NBA Fast Break. Kevin Nagandi along with you, Jalen Rose to my left, and the Hall of Famer Nancy Lieberman joining us. And we have a very special night in the NBA. All 30 teams in the league playing for the first time ever. That's 15 games. The last time the schedule had all teams playing back March 2nd, 1980, when they were wearing the short shorts. And
Hey.
Yeah.
They're working, we're working.
We are working. All right, now let's start the night with the Lakers in action. They've won 13 straight on their home floor facing the Jazz. Derek Fisher, long outlet to Kobe for the finish.
Kobe can play pedestrian basketball this season and rely on his teammates and take over whenever he chooses to make plays.
Yes, Pau Gasol, 20-point shot, 10,000 points coming in, and then back to Kobe. Spinning out, double team.
We talk so much about LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, we forget he's the reigning MVP.
Third quarter, Jazz making a comeback. You can't sleep on this team, Nancy. Darren Williams, the drive.
It doesn't look like his ankle's hurting any longer. Great finish.
Then Williams driving, sweet bounce pass to C.J. Miles. Jazz within 3, but the Lakers. How about the defense from Kobe? He plays both ends of the floor, getting it with the finish, and right now, 86-77 Lakers with the lead. Kobe with 29. Gasol 3 away from 10,000. We'll update you later on. The struggling Celtics back home, and what better way to snap out of a funk? The Wizards are what the doctor ordered. Sees 1-3 in their last 4. This one all about Paul Pierce early on.
And how can these guys go 1-3 on the road? Trade Kevin Garnett, trade Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce. What heals an ailing team? The Washington Wizards when they come to town. And I tell you, Paul Pierce was excited about this matchup. 9 for 10 from the field, was hitting from all over the court.
Here's 5 threes on the night, red hot, and then Rajon Rondo getting everybody involved, finding Pierce.
Well, he's such a great passer, but Pierce, anytime you leave him open on the perimeter, you can count it.
Then Rondo to Ray Allen. C shot 60% from three-point land, 12 of 20. Rondo with 14 assists. Celtics get a very big win, 108-83. More Celtics news. Mark Stein from ESPN.com reporting that Stephon Marbury interested in the Celtics, and a source tells Stein that the Celtics hope to sign him. It still depends on whether Marbury can negotiate his release from the Knicks, and right now, that's going nowhere. The source also told Stein that Kevin Garnett does not oppose the move. They played together in Minnesota. Now, tonight, Marbury was at the Timberwolves-Warriors game in Minnesota watching cousin Sebastian Telfair, and Marbury's told the Minnesota Star-Tribune this: reuniting with Kevin is something that I would love. Going to Boston would be great for basketball and for fans to see Kevin and I reunited like when we were younger. There is some hope. If I can get out of my contract, good luck. And they're interested in me. How can you deny the chance? All right, guys. The NBA abuzz right now about this. Celtics, we saw during their little recent swoon going 1-3. Their bench struggling, averaging 15 points in those 3 losses. So that leads to why maybe they're interested in Stephon Marbury. But Nancy, can this chemistry, can this actually work? A guy like Marbury, who hasn't played all season, joining that locker room?
I think he can. I think it would be a coup. Danny Ainge, you'd get GM of the year once again, because if you have a guy like Marbury, he can come off, he can score. He's a big perimeter defender. You know that he understands that the next team, Jalen, that he goes to, he's going to have to fit into his role and fit in with the chemistry. And I like the fact that they have a lot of veterans who would sort of tell him where he belongs.
And plus, he has a lot to prove. Think about a guy that's being exiled by the New York Knicks, a team that would throw a parade to make it to the playoffs, as opposed to playing with a team like the Celtics. If they don't have a parade at the end of the season is a disappointment. Here's a guy that does average 19 points and around 7 assists for his career. Nobody said the guy couldn't play and didn't have talent.
But Jalen, he has this reputation, though, that when he jumps to another team, his new team struggles. The team he leaves gets better. This is a guy who's making just around $21 million a season. Can his ego handle the idea that he's going in this locker room and he's no longer the first punch, the second punch, or the third punch when it comes to scoring.
And he doesn't have to be the go-to guy. They already have built-in leadership, and it's going to be like this. They can play him, they can sign him for the minimum, and if it works, then great. If it doesn't work, bench him. And if it really doesn't work, they have the opportunity to release him. And if you look at the Celtics lineup, they can use a joke from this. It takes away from Eddie House having to come in and run the team. Tony Allen has been inconsistent, and the bench really hasn't been getting it done. Last year, they went out and got Sam Cassell and P.J. Brown. They lose Posey in the offseason. They need another guy or two, I think.
Well, tonight their bench scored 42 points.
Yeah.
If they can't get that consistent production off their bench every night, then Marbury fits. And let's face it, guys in the league who you played against, the greatest cure for an ego is a ring. They want the ring, and they're willing to sacrifice for the good of the game. He said it. It would be good for basketball.
So you guys on record, on board with this when it comes to the chemistry of Marbury entering that locker room.
He doesn't have to be the go-to guy. They have built-in leadership on that team.
Just has to be a nice guy.
That would be some serious drama in the NBA if it were to happen. All right, Cavs now. The other team in the East coming off the loss against the Heat, hosting the Bulls. You know, they're 18-0 against teams with losing records, and LeBron feeling good early. Oh!
He didn't score a lot of points, but he did have a triple-double. When he gets his teammates involved, they're unbeatable.
Guys, we got some wisdom here from Larry Hughes, former teammate of LeBron. He says he's definitely a tough match for anybody in this league. Thanks for telling us that.
But that wasn't exactly an SAT answer.
It wasn't. Cavs up by 15 after one. Then Sasha Pavlovich, he had 13 points. And, you know, LeBron getting everybody involved. Delonte West, open three. LeBron just one field goal in the first half.
A team that went to the finals a couple of years ago. We underestimate the depth of this team from top to bottom.
Then Anderson Varejao taking over. We waited for this all night, getting the start for Big Z. Varejao, a career high 26 points.
Yeah, but 13 of them. He went 13 times to the foul line. You must do that if you're big in this league.
And then LeBron picks up his 10th rebound, dribbling down, deep three. First triple-double this season. 16 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists. The Cavs win big, 117-92. They are rolling at home. Now, we have a great game. Blazers, you know, facing off against, well, Denver facing off against the Thunder. Now, the Nuggets 20-9 with Chauncey Billups in the lineup. And Billups, 24.7 assists. Nuggets up by 3 in this one late against the Thunder. 35 seconds left. Kevin Durant, what a game by this young man.
Well, their team isn't going anywhere, but I'll tell you what, that young man is worth the price of admission.
Then Billups missing the three. Nene had a great game, but right here, mistake. Can't hold on to it. Out of bounds, Thunder ball. 5 seconds left. Thunder down by 2. And guess who's going to get the ball? It's Durant. And you want to talk about a money shot. Clutch.
He is one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA this year. Didn't have that when he was at Texas.
Thunder up by 1 after that. However, still time. 2.7 seconds left on that clock. Plenty of time for a guy named Carmelo Anthony. And you know he wants a big shot. In the corner, man in his face. Are you kidding me?
And at home games, they say, Melo, Melo.
You can say it right now. Melo, Melo. How about 31 points? The Nuggets win on that, 122-120. Melo on the craziness after the game.
If I would have been any more closer to Durant, I'd have ran him over. It was a good shot. He had a tough shot. I told Kmart, I'm coming to get the ball. He threw it to me, and I shot it. I was trying to catch it closer to the basket so I could try to drive to the basket. Like you said, 2.7, that's almost 3 seconds. But I caught it. Desmond Mason stood there, and I looked at him, and I threw it up.
You got to feel for the Thunder, guys. We're not done. Buzzer beater in New Jersey. Joe Johnson, the Hawks eyeing 7 straight. You won't believe the Nets' effort. Final shot in OT was the difference. And do you believe in magic? The battle for Florida taking place in Orlando. Just how good is Dwight Howard's squad this season?